During the last quarter of 2019, US credit card debt hit a record high of $930 billion.
When spending is as easy as a swipe or the click of a button, it's no wonder so many people fall into the trap of spending more than they make.
120 million Americans have credit card debt, and the average American carries $6,194 in credit card debt. Today, we're going to discuss the steps I followed to pay off over $20,000 of credit card debt, as well as some new strategies.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm a certified public accountant.
And I'm her other half, Monique. I'm a pharmacist, but I love personal finance and investing. Welcome to Finance Pillow Talk.
On this channel, we talk about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. So if you're interested in these topics, smash that like button and subscribe, and let's be rich!
My parents didn't have much money, so I survived off of student loans and eventually started racking up credit card debt. It wasn't much at first, just a couple hundred here and there, but interest adds up fast. By the time I finished pharmacy school and residency, I had almost $22,000 in credit card debt. I knew I had to make a change. I buckled down, got organized, and tackled my debt. And today we're going to show you step by step how you can too.
If you've made it this far, congratulations, because you've taken the first step, realizing that you need to pay off your credit card debt. So kudos for making the decision to take on this challenge and take control of your finances.
So let's dive in and kick this debt to the curb.
Number 1, make a list of all the credit card debt you have, including the name of the credit card, the amount you owe, the minimum payment for each card, and the annual percentage rate, otherwise known as APR.
The term annual percentage rate, or APR, refers to the annual rate of interest charged to borrowers and paid to investors. APR is expressed as a percentage that represents the actual yearly cost of funds over the term of a loan or income earned on an investment.
Number 2, call every card company and see if they would be willing to give you a 0% interest or a reduced interest rate due to the pandemic.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned over the years is always ask for a discount. It doesn't cost you anything, and you might be pleasantly surprised at the results.
So take the few extra minutes. It could save you hundreds or thousands of dollars.
Number 3, if it's going to take you more than a few months to pay off your credit card debt, consider doing a balance transfer to a 0% APR card.
Many credit cards have introductory offers at 0% interest for 12 to 18 months.
So you would pay a small fee, usually around 3%, to transfer the balance of one of your existing cards to this new credit card. And then you would have 0 interest for the duration of the new credit card's 0% offer.
After that period is over, the card will go back to its normal APR. Things to consider when choosing a balance transfer card:
the transfer fee. This fee is usually around 3%, so calculate if it's worth the fee to do the transfer.
For example, if you're transferring a balance of $3,000 with 3% transfer fee, you'd be paying $90 to perform the transfer.
Most of the time, if you have a large amount of debt to pay off, it's worth the fee, but just know that these balance transfers are not free.
Duration is 0% interest. The 0% interest rate doesn't last forever, so make sure to write down the date that the 0% offer ends.
Ideally, you want to have your debt paid off before this time, but if you're not 100% there by the time this happens, that's okay. But it's still important to know the timeline. Annual fee. Since you're trying to get out of debt, we would avoid any cards that have an annual fee at this point.
There are plenty of good cards out there with 0 annual fees. Credit limit. If you're able to, find a card that has a higher credit limit so you can get more bang for your buck when you make the transfer.
Other card perks. Many cards have great cashback categories for your everyday needs, such as 5% cashback on gas or groceries.
So take a look and see which cashback cards you would get the most use out of.
We would pick a card that you would still find useful even after your 0% offer is over.
We looked through several websites listing the top balance transfer cards, and we actually already own one of these cards.
I have the Citi Double Cash card, right here. This card lets you earn 2% on every purchase with unlimited 1% cash back when you buy, plus an additional 1% as you pay for those purchases.
There is no annual fee, and the 0% rate lasts for 18 months. The balance transfer fee is either $5 or 3% of the amount of each transfer, whichever is greater. Compared to other cards I saw, I think the Citi Double Cash was one of the best options. It has pretty good cash back, no annual fees, and one of the longest 0% promotion periods.
This is actually one of the cards I use most often. You're basically gonna earn 2% on every purchase, and you don't have to think about whether your purchase is in the right category or not. I've used this card for years and I really like it.
If you're interested in the Citi Double Cash card, we'll put a link in the video notes below.
There's also links for a bunch of other great stuff in our video notes. 1 free stock from Robinhood, 4 free stocks from Webull, free cryptocurrency from BlockFi.
If you use our links, it won't cost you anything. but we will get a small amount of money, crypto or some free stock for the referral, which really helps us out since we make these videos for free.
If you like our FPT gear, there's a link for that below too.
So we would love it if you use our links or pick up some of our gear, but if you don't, that's okay too.
Please just give us a like and post a comment for the YouTube algorithm.
Okay, let's get back to it. If you've chosen to do a balance transfer the balance of the cards with the highest interest rate first, look at your list of credit cards from step 1 and transfer the card with the highest rate first.
If you still have some credit limit left on the 0% card, then transfer the card with the second highest interest rate, and so on. Number 4, make a budget that includes the minimum payments for every credit card.
This is a step that everyone dreads, the B word. Yes, you need to make a budget.
To do that, you need to know how much you actually spend, not how much you think you spend in your ideal world.
So pull up all your credit card and bank statements for at least the previous month. Write down every item and group these items into categories.
You'll probably be surprised at how much you're spending on certain things.
Now, based on this information, create a budget. Make a line item in your budget for every credit card minimum payment. Number 5, set up auto pay for every credit card to pay the minimum payment due.
You'll want to keep paying at least the minimum on every card to keep your credit score up.
The easiest way to guarantee you're making these payments on time is to put them on auto pay to pay the minimum payment due.
It's also a good idea to add a recurring event in your calendar a week before the credit card due date.
That way you have enough time to deposit money into your account and avoid a costly overdraft fee.
Number 6, take any extra money and put it towards the card with the highest interest rate.
Now that you have a budget, you can see whether you have any extra money after all your major expenses are paid.
If you don't have any extra money, see if there's something you can cut from your spending.
Are there monthly subscriptions you're paying for? A gym membership? Hulu, Netflix, Spotify? If so, you'll want to cancel those or call them and see if you can pause your membership.
Housing is most people's largest expense. If you have a spare room in your house, rent it out.
If your lease is up, consider getting a roommate or finding a cheaper place for your next rental. Move back in with your parents if you have to.
I moved back in with my parents after I finished my residency, and it really accelerated my credit card repayment. Plus, I was able to use the money I was saving on rent to help my parents pay their bills.
If there's nothing you can cut from your budget and you still don't have any extra money, then it's time to start thinking of ways to increase your income.
There are plenty of side hustles you can start with no money nowadays. Try for Uber or DoorDash, Tutor, or find things you can do on Fiverr.
These are probably not going to be your dream job, but they're a temporary solution to get you out of the hole you're in.
Decrease your spending or increase your income. And if you can, do both.
It's gonna suck, and you're gonna be tired, but we promise it will be worth it.
Remember that the pain is temporary and there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Number 7, once the card with the highest interest rate is paid off, take all the money you're putting towards the first card and put it towards the card with the second highest interest rate.
Number 8, repeat until all cards are paid off.
This method of paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first is called the Avalanche Method.
This method of paying off debt saves you the most money and gets you out of debt the fastest.
There are some really great calculators online to help you see which cards to pay first, exactly how long it'll take you to pay off your credit cards, and exactly how much you'll be paying in interest and overall.
For example, if you have 3 credit cards, a Chase card with a balance of $2,300 with a minimum payment of $50 and an interest rate of 18.99%, a Discover card with a balance of $1,800 with a minimum payment of $45 and an interest rate of 19.99%, and a Citi card with a balance of $3,000 with a minimum payment of $60 and an interest rate of 15.99%.
And you could only afford to put $200 per month towards paying off your credit cards, it would take you 4 years and 3 months, a total of $10,086.66, of which $2,986.70 would be interest.
And the best way to pay off these cards would be to make the minimum payments on all the cards and put all your extra money towards the Discover card first, then the Chase card, and finally the Citi card.
If you're able to instead put $500 per month towards paying off your credit cards, you could pay off your cards in 1 year and 4 months, paying a total of $7,997.51, of which $897.56 would be interest.
That extra $300 per month would have saved you a total of $2,089.15 and helped you pay off your debt almost 3 years faster.
Amazing how far an extra $300 a month can go, right?
We'll post a link to this calculator in our video comments.
Although balance transfer cards can really speed up getting out of debt, they're only a band-aid.
Decreasing spending and side hustles will only get you so far. Working 2 or 3 jobs will burn you out quickly, and sooner or later, you're gonna get tired of eating ramen.
If you want to stay out of credit card debt permanently, you have to change your spending habits and learn a skill set that would pay you more money.
There are plenty of free or low-price classes online at places such as Udemy, Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and of course, YouTube.
If you want to get your money right, the first step is always paying off credit card debt.
Once you've tackled this, the whole world of investing and making more money will be your oyster.
Make the decision to change your life and start doing it.
You can do it. We believe in you.
That's all we have for you today. If you got any value from this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you'll be notified anytime we post a new video.
Leave a comment telling us which balance transfer card you like, or tell us about your credit card debt story.
We love hearing from you. Thanks again, and we'll see you for the next Pillow Talk. Number 6.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I'll do 5. Yeah, ready? Number 6.
No, I don't like that. And we don't need to hold up this many hands.
Okay, there's a lot of hands. Let go.
Just like as little as you can, because you don't really need.
I'm hungry. I'm starving, girl.
We don't get to eat until the filming's over.
Wait, this is very serious.
Success through starvation. Eyelash ready?
Yeah. You're so cute. And we'll see you for the next time.
What?
We're about to do number 2. Switch. Yes, we doing a wardrobe change. Okay.